borrowed to him. Because we have heard the prophetic word that you can take this body. Matter of fact, you don't take it, I give it, he said. And you can put me in the ground, but it ain't going to be for just a few days. And I'm getting back up. Come on, somebody. Look at your neighbor and say, God made you a promise. It's time you resurrect it. Oh, come on, ain't nobody helping me in this house. Come on, just touch your neighbor and say, it's time to resurrect your miracle. It's time for somebody to say, hand me some nails, hand me a hammer. What are you doing? We're building something now. Come on, somebody. We're building something that nobody else is building. Faith without works is dead. He said in Psalms, blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. It going on to verse 4, but verse 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. But his delight, verse 2, is in the law. But the Bible says, watch this, he blessed whatsoever he doeth. Somebody shall prosper. Come on, push your neighbor and say, it's time to party. Let's stand. Look at your neighbor and say this with authority. Everybody stand if you're physically able. If you're not, we understand. But look at your neighbor and say this prophetically to them. And before you even say it, say it, I mean it. Now look at them in the white of the eyeball and say, your past can be a mess. How many just be honest and just say, my past has been a mess? Come on. Look at them and say, your past can be a mess. But point your finger at them like you're preaching and say, but your future is going to be amazing. How many is ready to go from a mess to amazing? I get no help in this house. Come on. Is everybody ready for your mess to go from a mess to amazing? Remain standing. This is what happened. See, if God builds it, he will bless it. We've been hearing, Bishop, I told him I felt like he divorced me. We've been living together for almost 3 weeks. Not that kind of way. No. A few months ago, yeah, get that straight. A few months ago, I said, Bishop was being all serious. Right? He said, we're making history. We were in Memphis. I said, yes, sir, Bishop. Y'all know me. Anybody knows me already. I cut up and laughing, joking. I said, yes, sir. When was the last time you stayed in a motel room with a white boy? He looked at me and his eyes got like that. And I said, that's right, we're making history. And we're only a few blocks away from where Martin Luther King was assassinated. And I tried to act like I was being serious for him to receive what I was saying. And I said, let's tell the world. He said, no, don't put it on Facebook. He said they'll think we done gone to the other side. Look at your neighbor and say, unless God builds it, it cannot.